What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my Twisted Life of Poetry. I am Poetry. You are here for a PNTV on the move. However, I'm not moving. I'm sitting still in the parking lot, but it's the same doggone thing. I plan on doing this at home like I used to do, just sitting outside. I was about to be a truck from the past me. I don't want to pick up his sound. My window's dirty as hell, though. But I'm not feeling my best this morning, and I finally found out what's been going on with me. In addition to me just being like extremely fucking tired from working and doing all these excessive man hours at work, I'm doing 60 to 70 hour work weeks. I have a B12 deficiency, and the B12 deficiency can affect pain in my nerves. It can affect my mental, be tired all the time, and my nutrition is what's one of the reasons that's affecting it. And shit, I me being at work 24/7 is really greatly affecting my nutrition. I know it. So I'm drinking me some chocolate milk right now, and got me some B12 pills until I can go to the doctor. They want to start giving me shots each week. I've been in Florida for 6 weeks, and I'm just falling the fuck apart. This truck just stopped right where I need to get out of here. So, all right, so we're going to get on right into this PNTV. If this is the first time you've been here, welcome to my channel. Thank you for coming. I hope you subscribe and stick around and find something on this channel that you like. This is a variety channel. I do a multitude of things here. For PNTV, it's Poetry's News and Twisted Views. I go through a few of the headlines for whether it be blogs, politics, or just some random stuff that I learned in my own particular area that I'm living in. And I give you my thoughts and points of view on them after we talk about them a little bit in detail. Today, he's gone. It's hot in his car. Today is the Marine Corps' 243rd birthday. I am a Marine veteran. So happy birthday to all my fellow Marines. I love November. We get to have the Marine Corps birthday. In addition, we get to have Veterans Day come in right behind it. So happy birthday, U.S. Marines. Hoorah, devil dogs. On the tail end of that, Wednesday in Thousand Oaks, California, 28-year-old U.S. Marine Corps veteran Ian Long walked into a borderline bar and grill and opened fire on a mighty few people in this establishment. Borderline hosts a weekly college event, and there was a lot of people in attendance. Ian Long ended up killing 12 people, and as of right now, we have a total of 22 people also injured in this. Witnesses says that he walked through with a .45 caliber gun with an extended magazine on it and started open firing. As people fell to the floor, he walked through the crowd, or they prowled through the crowd and just started shooting people as they laid on the floor. I hope that's better. I was getting sun right in my face. I'm just continuously shooting people as they laid on the floor. What's amazingly fucked up about this whole situation, not only it being a Marine Corps veteran, because I will get back to that in a minute, but at least half of the people that was in attendance in this particular establishment was also involved in a Las Vegas shooting last year in the same fashion and survived. At least of the 12 people that are dead, I believe there's at least 3 who were survivors of the Las Vegas shooting, only to live another year and come to California and be killed. Gun sales in Thousand Oaks just spiked because of this shooting. People who were advocating for gun control, against guns, are now running out to go buy guns because they think they're going to fix the problem. Let me go back to Ian Long. Like I said, he was a U.S. Marine Corps veteran. just 3 days before the Marine Corps birthday, he went and killed all these people. The police are saying there's no clear motive as to why he did the shootings. The VA is saying that he did suffer with PTSD, but they can't force anybody to have treatment. As you all are aware, I am a veteran that is diagnosed with PTSD as well. So I understand the condition, and I understand the desire not to be medically treated with drugs for this condition. I think the police have just uncovered his social media pages. We're going to see if we're going to find anything that could help explain what he was going through, if it was racially motivated or if it was religiously motivated, or if we can just label him a fucking terrorist, or is he really flipping out? Was he going through an episode of PTSD? Because one of the witnesses says that when he walked through that crowd, he had perfect aim. He was calm. He knew exactly what he was doing. And he may have been going through an episode. I don't know. I haven't seen any further details. But the fact that they keep calling him Mr. Long, Mr. Long, they're giving him respect and adding a title to his name. I can already see that they are really probably going to focus on the PTSD and make that the reasons why he just went out there and just killed up all these people in this establishment. Y'all know I don't like to eat and drink on camera, but sometimes I got to do it. My thing, I think if on Beautiful Soul Speaks channel, she mentioned that Tia, it's Tia and Tamara, the twins, and Tamara Housley, her husband, they have a niece named Elena, and Elena was one of the 12 that was killed in that shooting. They were looking for her on Twitter. People were reaching out saying, I haven't heard from her, but I think she was supposed to be here, and found out that she was indeed one of the victims. She was 18 years old. One of the things that I think is going on with all these mass shootings, I honestly believe, y'all know I'm a conspiracy theorist at heart sometimes, I honestly believe that every single one of these shootings is staged. I believe that every one of these shooters are patsies. I believe that the entire purpose is to incite fear, so everybody can run out and get a gun, exactly like they're doing in Thousand Oaks, so everybody could be fearful of each other and take each other out. I'm still a strong advocate that this whole administration that we're under right now is all about population control, and these type of scare tactics is helping us kill each other even faster. And in every situation that has happened in the past month, as far as shootings, with the exception of the school shootings, by kids that are being bullied, they have walked into places of worship, movie theaters, restaurants, where people are just enjoying life. Nine times out of 10, they have no direct connection with anyone in the establishment, to say maybe they were bullied, they had their feelings hurt, something happened to them at work and it tied back in. 9 times out of 10, they have no connection other than they live around this area to anyone in these establishments. It seems to be as if they are random ass shootings, and I refuse to accept that any of this shit is random. It's not random. I believe that there are powers that be that go and find people that may have these mental instabilities, that have outspokenly displayed words of hatred against a different race of people, against a different culture, or a different religion, and they have went to these people and egged them on. Maybe not directly, maybe indirectly, have egged them on to the point that make them think that they had the power to correct whatever it is that they are against, to take out, to eliminate, to remove whatever it is that they hate so much. And I really think that it's government backed. I really do. All of these shootings, it just doesn't make any sense. I just don't believe in randomness. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. You can let me know yourself whether you agree or disagree. If you really just think it's just everybody's just flying off the handle. All of a sudden, everybody in the world is flying off the handle at the same damn time. And I know we have social media out there, and social media is now connecting us worldwide to situations that we probably would not have known about. But yet, for me, I just don't believe that these are just random incidents. Yeah, I really think that there are higher powers that be that are influencing these people who are already unstable in some form or fashion to go and take matters into their own hand and to help incite fear among us as people in the community. And like I say, in 9 times out of 10, most people who are afraid are going to try to protect themselves in some kind of form or fashion. Yet, say for example, in this situation, if this young man walked into this establishment and started to open fire, there was a person in there that had a gun. He was the sheriff. He got killed. He died. What was his name? His name was Ron Heelis. He had a gun, and he still died. But a lot of people, out of fear, think that they had a gun, that they would be able to take the person out themselves. If I was there, then I would have shot him. I would have did this. If you was there, you probably would have been scared and dead yourself too. Because having a gun in your hand does not necessarily mean that you have the mental capabilities of how to properly use it. It does not mean that it's going to take away fear. Having a gun does not take away fear. It may make you feel somewhat secure, but you're still scared. Because security and fear, to me, goes kind of hand in hand. I don't need to feel secure about something that I'm not afraid of. You understand what I'm saying? But, yeah, I just think that these shootings, they are getting, every day we're hearing a different story, a different part of the United States, most likely the part of the world, that somebody else has got a gun and just went off and did a random shooting. And in this particular case, the gunman was found dead on the scene. So they said they believe he shot himself afterwards. And if so, again, I still say that is part of the conditioning. That's almost like a suicide bomber. You know you finna go in here, and you know that you're not gonna walk out alive, but I'm gonna do it anyway. You know, for whatever purpose that I'm there for. And yeah, I just think that there's higher powers. Sometimes it may not even be necessarily a higher power. There may be just groups of individuals that come out in force that will influence someone with an unstable mind to go and do something of this nature. But then again, there are some that just want to be the fucking martyr themselves. That's what I felt about Dylan Roof's bitch ass. So yeah, let me move on off that topic. And I got like 4 minutes to get to work, but I'm across the street from my job. So I didn't want to spend too much time on one particular topic, but I think I just did. So I'm just going to run through a few other things. John Boyega, he's most popular for being on Star Trek, and Letitia Wright, who is most popular for being in the movie Black Panther. Both of them are slated to star in a new sci-fi movie that's coming out called Hold Back the Stars. Y'all know I'm a sci-fi geek. I love John Boyega. It seems like he's being casted for a lot of sci-fi type of movies. He was in Pacific Rim, he was in Star Wars. But he has been able to get other roles outside of sci-fi. As far as I know, this is Letitia Wright's second major film that she's going to be in. But I do love the fact that we have black faces in sci-fi films that are leading roles. It's a beautiful thing. It's just a beautiful thing for me to see us in these type of roles, that we could play any type of role. And speaking of that, Missy Elliot is the first female rapper, so we're gonna make her the first female black rapper to be inducted into the Music City Hall of Fame. Congratulations to Missy Elliott. I am not like a diehard Missy Elliott fan. I don't think I've ever purchased anything that she's ever put out. Yet, I can honestly say that I pretty much love damn near everything that woman has ever done. She is so fucking talented. So, oh shit, dragonfly. So damn talented, so creative, that she is so deserving of this award. I'm just not a person that has purchased a lot of rap. I don't purchase a lot of rap. So that's why, and this dragonfly is like around my car, like I'm in its parking spot. Get away. Ooh. So that's one reason why I have not. But if she came in concert, I would go see Missy Elliott. When she had her TV show, when she was making the band, I watched every fucking episode of that. I used to love that. I still reference that show a lot. It came on some years ago. And she's just all around a singer, because Missy Elliott can sing, dancer, writer, rapper. Has she act? She probably could act too if you put her in there. She started out in another group before she came out on her own. Missy Elliott is the fucking bomb. The fucking bomb. Oh, somebody was telling me to drink some water. So, congratulations to Missy Elliott on your inductee into the Hall of Fame. Well deserving. Well deserving. There is a fire, the Woolsey fire, that's raging out in California, and it is affecting a lot of celebrity homes. I do know that Kim Kardashian West, Alyssa Milano, just to name a few. Those are a couple of people whose homes are being affected, had to evacuate. I want to say that somebody said Caitlyn Jenner, but I'm not sure if the home of Caitlyn Jenner is the same home of Kim Kardashian West that's being affected in the Woolsey fire. Yo, dumb ass commander-in-chief, that motherfucker said something about the only reason why these fires is raging like this has got to do with poor money management by the forest industry. That stupid mother. I hate, despise, abhor y'all fucking commander-in-chief. I don't think I've ever really said that I hated someone so much. This person has, that's one thing I was talking about. This person is inciting, like I say, so much fear. But in addition to that, it's inciting so much hate. And I can testify to that hate because of how I feel about this person specifically. It upsets my very core to even speak on that person. So I won't even say that motherfucker's name. Oh! Right now, he up here clowning on journalists. You know, he banned a CNN journalist from one of his press conferences. And just most recently, he went on attack for another black journalist. Like, when he speaks to the black women journalists, he really get real indignant and ugly. Told her that she asked the most stupidest questions. And I think he even did another black journalist, female journalist before. Told her, oh, what did he say to her? That she was stupid or something. I can't remember exactly what he said to her. I told you I try not to follow that motherfucker. If he ain't in a report with somebody else, I don't even want to speak that bitch's name. But yeah, that mother, ooh. Moving on. So since I'm talking about politics, let's go on to the midterm race. I'm not going to go too deeply in it. If y'all want to get a very, very, very good breakdown of the midterm election, please go over to Beautiful Soul Speaks channel. I'm at work, so I can't tag her video, but go over to her channel and look at her midterm election breakdown. I was pissed about Andrew Gillum conceding before all the votes had been counted. And I'm going to tell you why he conceded. He conceded because they had reported that 100% of the precincts votes were in. So because they were 100% in, he conceded. And I was so pissed. I was like, don't concede at all. That's why I was pissed with Bernie Sanders when he fucking conceded. He shouldn't have conceded either. But I was so pissed about that. And then I got up that next day and I listened to her video, and she talked about all the actual wins that we have. We have 2 Muslim sisters that have to be sworn in the Senate, and Pence got a sworn in on the Quran. Love it. We have a gay mayor. We have a first Mexican mayor, a gubernatorial. We have the first black judge. I think in one particular town, Houston had 19 black judges, and I think they all were female. They just got voted into office. 19 in Houston, baby. That's what I'm talking about. So Andrew Gillum, Stacey Abrams out of Georgia. Stacey Abrams decided not to concede, which I'm so happy about that. Because she know that the person that she was running up against is a fucking crook. And he's been stealing elections and doing voter suppression in the state of Georgia for a long damn time. So she was like, no, we're going to wait till every vote is counted. And so they are still counting ballots. As of 10 hours ago, they just found 35,000 more uncounted ballots in Georgia. Now, you would think, where the fuck was they at? Who hit them? They probably was under old boy's got doggone bed, because he only want to count 21,000 of them. You know, he don't want to count the rest. He only 21,000 of that 35,000 matter to him. And here in Florida, there were 6 counties that had ballots missing. 6 counties, 6 polling stations in Broward County. Machines went down, so they had to transport these votes over on a USB drive. This is why I always say vote paper ballots, y'all. I mean, I know they can do stuff with paper ballots too. Like I said, they can get lost. They're sitting in the closet some damn where, you know. There's provisional ballots that have not been counted yet. There's absentee ballots that haven't been counted. There was absentee and provisional ballots that have been rejected. For what reason? I saw one of them say it was rejected because of the lack of an address. Well, how the fuck did it get there if it didn't have an address on it? It had an address on it, but that's what it was stamped. It was lack of an address, but it was stamped. It was a missing address right next to the address. So they've been having I think today Saturday is the deadline for them to get all these ballots counted. So Gillum, even though he conceded, there's a state mandate that if he's within 9,000 votes, or when he's in a certain number of votes, a certain percentage, then a recount is required. So I think we're back at the recount. So it's not over in Florida or Georgia yet. Even Bob Nelson in Florida, he's still Bob Nelson. I actually didn't want Bob Nelson or Rick Scott to win, for real. Either one of them. Bob Nelson won. He just as orange as the fucking commander-in-chief and had too much goddamn Botox, and he seemed like lies fall out of his mouth, but not as much as the lies fall out of Rick Scott's mouth. Rick Scott is just an asshole to me. So yeah, those ballots are still being counted in Florida and Georgia. I mean, missing ballots found everywhere. Boxes of ballots just sitting back in storerooms. When I voted, one of the problems that I noticed here in Florida, like I said, the place that I went to go vote, the turnout was magnificent at that location. When I voted, my machine, I voted paper, and you know, but you still got to use the machine to slide your paper in there to accept the vote, and they count. Mine got jammed, and then as soon as it got jammed, they said, "Oh, your vote has been counted, though." I stood there. No, we gonna put it out. We gonna make sure it get unjammed. I need to make sure that I am seriously counted. I had to go online and check to see if my vote was really in there, because I was like, wait a minute now. The ballot got jammed. It got jammed on the second page. One of the problems I would think, like I said, I had with Florida is that Florida had, I didn't have a problem with it. I was surprised to see that we had a 3-page ballot, front and back. And there were so many people who were discouraged by, like, why the fuck is it so damn long? A lot of people who could not even remember what half the shit was, because it was so much to remember come voting day. So that may be something that they need to address. Why was it so many topics on the ballot? But I personally was like happy to see that there was a lot of topics on the ballot. I'm like, they are really trying to make some changes here. That's how I was looking at it. I did notice that a lot of our Hispanic, Latino community, even though a lot of them turned up at the polls, a lot of them didn't turn out at all. I think their turnout was even worse than black people's turnout. When you look at the demographics of the percentage of how many of us actually showed up to the polls. At my job alone, there's 5 black people from different cultures. Maybe about 5, probably 3 times that many white people. And then the rest are Hispanic or Latinos. And of the Hispanic or Latinos, only one of them said that she was going to vote. The rest of them said they didn't care. Hell, and then some of them in there think that they are white. So if they did vote, they were voting along with the Republican Party, because I don't know. I know. Apparently the Cuban population here, they think they white here, and they have a whole Cuban republic that's down here. It's some serious political change that needs to happen here in Florida. And I was very involved in politics once upon a time in my city, and it took a lot of my life and a lot of a mental strain to be involved in that at that level. But it's like I'm here thinking like I need to make some change. I need to help make some change here. So I do know that a lot of people did not even turn up to vote out of the Latino and Hispanic community, and it was a lot greater percentage than black folks. So they usually always focus on the black and white. There's so many other races and cultures of people other than just black and white Americans that are here and that can vote. Speaking of that, Amendment 4 got passed here in Florida, where former felons are allowed to get their voting rights back, which I think that it should have always been that way. They serve their time. How much longer are they going to have to keep paying for the crime? I think the child molesters, rapists, murderers, serial killers, things like that, murderers, they are the only ones who still won't have that right. So I want to say it's almost 1 million so folks that now have their voting rights restored. Just think of the impact that could have on politics. Yeah, that's going to be a great impact. So, like, this is PNTV. I'm now 10 minutes late for work, and I'm right across the street. So, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I want to thank y'all for coming. Y'all have a great day. Leave your comments down in the comment section about anything that I talked about. What do y'all think about these shootings? Do y'all agree that they are random? Do y'all think that they're really going to focus on this young man's PTSD and make that the cause of why he went half-cocked and killed off people? Or are y'all like me? Y'all think there's something in higher power, and I'm not talking about God, that is making these people, all these quote-unquote random shootings happen? All right. And any thoughts y'all had on Missy Elliot getting her Hall of Fame, John Boyega and Letitia Wright starring in another sci-fi as the main roles? And I don't even want to talk about dumbass Donald. I don't want to talk about him at all. So, yeah, y'all let me know. Put it down in the comment section. My fucking engine light just came on in my car. Y'all have a great day. Thank y'all. See y'all later. Peace.